So you're ready for a little Tebow mania? I'm so excited that Tim Tebow, the Florida Gator great and National Football League quarterback who took the Denver Broncos into the playoffs some years ago, is getting another shot at his dream of being a full-time National Football League quarterback. He signed a one-year contract with the Philadelphia Eagles. The big debate we had on the radio this morning is the one that I'm wrestling with in my heart. Big fan of Tim Tebow. I think he's a terrific football player. But I think he's just a great man of God who shamelessly wears his Christianity and his faith on his sleeve. And I think that's become an impediment to Tim Tebow making it in the National Football League. You know, all you hear about is the problems that the NFL coaches have with his throwing motion. But I wonder if it's his inclination toward this motion that gives them more trouble. I think there are a lot of people in the hierarchy of the National Football League who just have a quiet, unspoken Christian bias. They don't like the idea that Tebow is surrounded by these fanatical followers of his, and they're worried about the Tebow circus disrupting their team somehow. Listen, wouldn't you rather have a Tim Tebow Christian circus, if that's what you want to call it, as opposed to the domestic violence circus and all of these problems with players in the National Football League running afoul of the law? I think we can always use a good man, and even more so, a good Christian man in any line of work. And that goes for the National Football League as well. That's what I think on Tim Tebow's return. What do you think? Hey, join us for the next edition of Bud Hedinger Live. Tomorrow morning in our 8 o'clock hour, we're going to bring back the retired Miami cop out of Melbourne, Marshall Frank, to talk about some of the police stories that are in the news locally and nationally this week that we've talked about on today's show. So don't miss it. Marshall Frank has always got great insights, and he'll be with me in our 8 o'clock hour on Wednesday. We'll look for you then here on News Radio 102.5 WFLA FM, and yes, still on AM 540.